Hello world, welcome to another episode of So Thoriso. So today is finally the much awaited Q&A session where I'll answer all of your questions, well most of them, with my good friends Manuel and Tiffany in what I have come to call the pow-wow session. So stay tuned. So hello guys, welcome to lunchtime. So I'm with my good Judies, Manuela and Tiffany. This is officially the pow-wow session, okay? So we're gonna have all sorts of questions answered today. This is the equivalent of the usual Q&A. So these are my good Judies. This is Tiffany. Tiffany from the US of A, representing Team Texas. And here we have Manuela Bolsonaro. Manuela and I actually, we run the company, don't we?
Yeah.
We know who's sleeping with who's doing what, who stole what, who didn't get casted, and who is fired. Because you know what? Brno is?
Dynamic.
Hello, so František. Yeah. I hate to get your name wrong. So František.
Frank is fine as well.
Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank. Okay, Frank. Push through, Frank. I would like something to drink.
Prosecco or some...
No alcohol for me. Do you have something fabulous, something like a cocktail that's non-alcohol?
Okay, I can get you like a Crodino. It's kind of a non-alcoholic aperitif. Something like aperitif.
Okay.
You know, with ice and orange in it.
Perfect.
Okay.
But if it's not nice, I'm gonna throw a fit.
Okay.
Okay.
With the easy one.
No, start with the easy stuff because I don't want, I don't want to be overwhelmed.
Yeah. So, what's your horoscope sign?
So my horoscope sign, well, ooh, this is fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As you're about to go for that.
No one knows when you were born.
You know, because actually I don't.
Nobody knows your birthday.
Because I don't celebrate birthdays. I find them such a nag. I've never ever celebrated a birthday.
It's okay, me too.
And actually my family hates that I don't celebrate birthdays because they're all so indulgent, like everyone else, you know. But actually my star sign, let me give you a hint. My name is Thoriso. My star sign should be
Taurus?
Exactly. Thoriso.
Really?
Exactly. I was born in May, honey. That's why I'm all about the cold. I'm all about the cold, honey.
Like some of the characteristics?
I
like,
am
are you very stubborn and, well, yes, you are
I
very
am
stubborn,
absolutely my star sign. František, you keep on making me happy. Thank you. This is perfect. I am absolutely the epitome of a Taurus. I'm stubborn. I'm creative. I'm very strong-willed.
Yeah.
I'm impossible, actually.
I don't know many Taurus actually.
One of my all-time best friends is a Taurus.
Yeah? Girl, that's why you're here. Ching, ching, ching. Cling, cling, cling. Cling, cling, cling.
Cheers!
Here's to the good life. So, okay, next question.
Okay.
The next question. Have you always been into fashion and clothing? And what inspired you and what made you fall in love with all things luxurious and so Thoriso?
Oh, wow. Who asked that question? That I like. Well, growing up, I come from a family that's very out there, should I say? Very out there, for lack of a better explanation. My dad has always been a fashionista. I think my dad actually has a larger wardrobe than my mom. He's like constantly collecting stuff. He's obsessed. He has a nickname. They call him Mr. Thousands, if translated, Mr. Thousands, because he likes to spend thousands and thousands on clothing, you know. So growing up, I always saw how he always dressed, you know. But also in South Africa, there's this fashion culture that's always been there, inspired by, I think, a lot of the American culture, especially like as I was growing up in the 80s, you must remember that's when music was happening, that's when celebrities were big, you know, and coming from a country that was like not the greatest, you know, people had these aspirations to be stars, you know, so they would dress a certain way and everything was over the top, but always gorgeous and great quality. You know, I didn't even know about Italy or France until I learned through clothing that there were these kind of places, because my dad would be like, my shoes are Italian, you know. Hey, click, click, you know, like my shoes are Italian and this is from somewhere else. So I was like, okay, that means there's another place that exists that's not here, you know, and that's how I kind of started understanding fashion. But also, My mom is very beautiful. I have a very beautiful mom, and she likes getting dressed up. You know, I remember for her wedding, I think she changed outfits like 4 or 5 times. You know,
Yeah.
and I took note of all of that. But also, I had my own personal relationship with fashion that developed over the years. I was always dressed immaculately. My mom and dad made sure that I'm a reflection of them.
Yeah.
And you know, and yeah, just growing up. Later in school, I have friends that became fashion designers. My best friend, Tula Cindy, is a fashion designer, and it just kind of has always been with me, you know. And I also think because of ballet, because of costumes, and traveling the world and seeing all of that, yeah, I started then getting more complicated, shall I say. But, you know, strange enough, I don't think of myself as a fashionista or whatever. I have personal style. I always buy things that I like, you know, this ring. Tiffany's like, it looks unfinished, but for me, it's perfect. You know, it's a mess, but I feel that, you know, all the stuff that I have is not because I'm trying to look fashionable, whatever. It's things that I eclectically
like a
like.
meaning.
Exactly.
Too.
Yeah.
It's all a relationship.
Sort of. Well, we pretend, honey.
So what's the best part about living in the Czech Republic?
Why do you laugh?
It's a very broad topic.
It's a broad topic.
It's very broad, but you know, a lot of people ask me that. But I think for me personally, the first thing was safety.
Yeah.
I love living in a country where I feel absolutely safe, where crime is like at the least, you know, coming from where I come from, no tea, no shade, you know. But also, I find the people here very warm. I think because of the history of the country. The people are more down to earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also the beauty of Czech Republic. I mean, if you go to Prague, when you go to Olomouc, when you go to all these other places, there's just so many beautiful things to see in beautiful places. You know, I wish I drank beer because I could say the pivo, honey.
Yeah.
Power to the pivo. But yeah, I think but the biggest thing for me, I think, is the safety. Yeah.
Brno especially is very
Yeah, honey.
But also the culture, like everywhere you go, there's such a mix of culture and it's so beautiful.
It's
Like, it
stunning.
has so much to
Brno is
offer.
very
Yeah.
international, especially right now.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Next question.
I don't know. What do you like most about Czech people? Or
What
do you like least?
Are you trying to get me, like,
Yeah,
I need to keep
we
my
need
visa.
tea. We
I need to
need
keep
tea.
my visa. What do I like the most about Czech people?
Yeah.
I find them, like I said, I find them very welcoming. I find them very adaptable. You know, I came from South Africa and everyone is quite curious to know where I'm from, what I'm about, and what I do, etc. So I like that. What I like the least about them, they get drunk like hell.
Yeah.
I mean, have you gone to the main station
Yeah.
on a Saturday or on a Friday, honey? It looks like a hospital
And that's the
exploded
first thing you see.
at the main
when you
station.
arrive
Yeah, it looks like the hospital
Brno.
had a fart,
Yeah.
and everyone is the after effect.
Yeah. It's quite scary actually.
Next question. Next question.
Oh,
Let's
it's a
keep them going.
comparison.
Next question.
Okay, where would you, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Oh my God. Well, I've traveled quite extensively. I'm on my
Exactly.
3rd passport. So #passports,
Yeah.
honey. I don't know. I like Czech Republic very much, actually. I do. Second favorite is Vienna. I love Vienna. I love
nothing like
everything ostentatious. You know how I am. I'm all about glam and grand. But also liked Copenhagen quite a lot. Copenhagen is just
on my bucket list.
beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, between those Czech Republic, Austria, and I think Copenhagen,
So
Denmark.
what's your dream destination?
Dream
Like
destination.
what's on the bucket list for next?
Actually, strange enough, I have not been to Italy.
Oh my.
Never.
I've never been to Italy, and that is on my bucket list. So I'm going to Italy next.
Yeah.
And it's weird because we are
must
literally an hour and a half by flight.
Yeah, even less.
Yeah,
Like 40 minutes.
we're 40 minutes by flight from Italy, and I've never been there. So I'm gonna go like soon, actually, very
My
soon.
flight home is probably like 45 minutes long.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I wish I could relate to that.
It's quite slow.
Wow. Anyway, next question.
Yeah, so what do you miss most about South Africa? Now that we are talking about where
Who
you'd
asked
rather
that
be?
question?
You don't have to know.
Quite a few
We just
people.
want to know.
I think it's a
Actually, a
common-
lot of people have asked me, what do I miss the most about South Africa? Well, my family, for one, my best friend, but also, I think, an innate understanding of where everything is and what everything is about. Because everywhere where I travel, I have to learn about the food, I have to learn the language, I've got to learn my way around, you know, and when, exactly. And when I'm in South Africa, honey, I know from the itch on my back, I can tell you, go there, don't go there, whatever, you know. So I think I just miss that sense of, you know, connectivity. Yeah, but nothing, a place or a thing or food or anything, no. That sense of connection, I think that's what I miss.
Okay.
We don't eat meat, she eats meat. So can you help me? I'm very complicated. I'm actually not, because I know what I want. Sometimes.
Sure.
I'm vegetarian. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat pumpkin. I don't eat butternut.
Okay.
I like vegetables.
Butternut.
Yes. Or a salad, you know, or a pasta. A vegetable pasta or a
I
salad.
think it's and like fish and seafood are not.
No, I don't eat anything that has eyes.
Sure. Okay.
How was your experience to meet with one of the biggest artists, Vladimir Malikov?
Oh my God, I think I know who
Yeah.
wrote that question.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter now.
well, listen, it's no secret that I was always like obsessed with Vladimir Malikov. He was my biggest idol. And I actually had the privilege of meeting him when I came back from Prix de Lausanne. I think I was about 17 or 16. And I was actually invited to perform in his gala in St. Pölten in Austria.
So how long ago was that?
It was as long ago as your
Fishing.
You-
Fishing
I'm
for the
fishing.
age.
you want to get thrown in the juice.
Fishing for people.
Girl bye, girl bye.
People want to know.
Anyway, as I was saying, okay, so yeah, it was quite overwhelming because you can imagine I've visualized this person, he's this big icon, and finally he's in my space and he's talking to me and he's giving me ballet class and, you know, girl, I was all sorts of nervous, but he was actually quite warm. We know he's got a specific character. Okay, let's not get about that. But it was really overwhelming. It was really beautiful because he lived up to my idea of who he was. And after that, I was invited to perform in many of his galas going forward. So it was stunning. It was really, really stunning. He's still one of my biggest icons, and I will never forget meeting him. It was really amazing. Yeah, I like that. Next
So you
case.
do enjoy the European ballet life. Is it like any different than the South African?
Well, you have to understand that Europe is where ballet comes from. So the culture of ballet lives here. You know, it's been done here. It's done on a different level for many years. I don't know. I don't think South Africa is less or more. I just think it's different, you know, because of the training, situations, circumstances, you know. But definitely, when I first came out to Europe, I noticed a huge difference in the training, in the performance, in the expectations. So, do I miss the South African way of doing things? There's more heart. I think there's heart. There's a love. When you watch a South African ballet dancer on stage, there's a lot of heart, you know, and I like that. When you come to Europe, there's a lot of technique, you know. But things have changed over the years, but that's just how it always was, you know. Now things are better, but heart, yeah, there's a heart. Next case.
I don't know. Let's see.
What is your studio fashion? What do you like to wear in the studio? when
Oh
you're
my
working?
gosh. So when I come to work every day, I think I'm the most hobo chic.
I'm not gonna answer that.
I'm into hobo chic, okay? The
Yeah.
bigger the holes, the older the thing, the more comfortable, the best. But I think if anyone who knows me actually walked into the ballet studio and saw me training, girl,
Yeah.
I'm a mess.
The holes.
They're real.
They're
They're
real.
real.
But don't you see there's some kind of like,
The bagginess.
there's a
bagginess.
there's a flow. There's a rhythm and flow.
Breezy.
Easy breezy, cover girl. I don't know. I think homeless chic. But anyway, let's move on. Wait. There's someone who asked me a question. As the only South African in the ballet company, how does it feel? Is there a cultural difference? Does it affect you? Oh.
When we
That's-
didn't know any other.
Yeah.
That's deep. Well, given the fact that I was the very first South African to ever dance in NDB, I think,
Brno,
never mind
for
being
sure,
a black, being South African, the first one, I think there was a bit of a cultural shock because I remember going to the makeup department, girl,
Yeah.
when I went to the makeup department, and I think Misha was there. No, it was, you remember there was the other one, the
Sarka, maybe.
LGBTQI candidate.
I can't remember her name. I can't.
She had a hairstyle like, and she kind of looked at me and I was like, girl, your life is about to get real because this mug you're gonna beat. And she was like kind of looking at her foundations and it was like everything pale and like, I was like, no girl, mix a little bit of that and mix a little bit of that and keep it pushing, keep it moving because, you know, I'm about that life. But I think also with the guys, I think the men in the company were taken aback by all of this, you know, because I arrived and I pushed through.
Yeah.
I pushed right through, you know. So it was a lot for them to all get used to. But from my side, no. For me, I didn't have a problem because I'm constantly traveling, going from country to country, so it's easy for me to adapt. Yeah, so thank you for that question, sir, whoever you were, and let's keep it popping. Here, if you're not dead, honey, you're busy dying.
So, Thoriso, a question from Rico.
Hi, Rico. We love you, Rico. Who are you? Come through, question.
What is luxury for you?
Oh, what is luxury for me? Well, that's kind of, I suppose that's a simple question, but it's not really. You know, I find luxury very specific and personal. For me, luxury is comfort, the ultimate comfort, whether it's in clothing, whether it's in travel, whether it's in hotels or anything like that. The ultimate thing, it's like for me, the ultimate wealth is to be able to have the simplest things, you know, quiet, you know, things that money can't really buy, but they do.
But they
you know
do,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's, comfort. Comfort, time, you know, but nothing that is really tangible. You know, I think luxury is more of an ideal to me, more than something specific, I think.
Yeah.
If that even makes sense, but push through. Yeah.
And another question that you've gotten is what drives you or what motivates you?
Oh, what drives me, what motivates me? Beauty, I think, beauty. Beauty as the axis. I've always been someone who gravitates towards beauty. That's why I love ballet. You know, someone also asked me, why do I like beauty? I've always been a person that, since I was a kid, a lot of people have always been like, oh, you're so cute, you're so beautiful. But they've always had a specific look in their eyes when they say it. And it's such a beautiful thing to see, you know, when someone sees beauty. And I've always wanted to be able to give people that moment, whether it's in the way I dress or the way I dance or advice or being a good friend or whatever, give them a moment of experiencing beauty. And so, yeah, I think beauty as the axis has always been my thing, you know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hope this is going to be fetch, because if it's not fetch, it's going to be carry.
Okay.
Thank you, this is beautiful.
Be careful, it's like a really hot plate, so don't burn yourself.
It's okay. A hot plate for a hot somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.